Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David.
Man, they're going to give me them old whack.
This game started.
Oh, whack gold logo, man. I was trying to get the other logo.
The Bobcats will kick it away first.
Rain game. Really? Really got a rain game? All right.
And they thought about a return, then thought better.
Hold on. I don't know what Stone Cold got over here. Just make sure before I call this defense. Okay. Good. Scramble a little bit. Got some agility and stuff. Not crazy fast running backs. Got a halfback at fullback. And there he is. Number 2. Yeah. And that halfback is 88 speed. Alrighty.
Bring it out to the 25.
Offenses look pretty even. I don't know what kind of offense he runs, but he's coming out in the spread, so we will be ready.
Looking to move it through the air. He's going to take a shot right away.
Bro.
He can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the
You can't let him lob one up right there and not go get it, man.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd
hang on, buddy.
Stage, and they
Is
got
that
a chance to prove just a
Sizemore still here?
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to take off. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Mountaineers will call on
he's
their
1 yard
punt team.
away from going for
First
it.
time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a
Oh, if I would have bent out just a little bit more.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got it.
Complete accident.
To the ground, but not
I saw the dude
the
on the right side in the flats and hit circle.
He can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to
Complete
throw. He's not
accident.
looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
That's all right. Get back up to the line of scrimmage. Got your one. We'll take it.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down.
Hit it
Now it's
over the
3rd
top.
down.
It's wide
The
open.
defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the
Wide
air.
open.
Offense, man. They're
Look.
lucky that one wasn't bent.
Come on, man.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd
Tough
and
playing
9.
with bad quarterback.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion.
Thought the
on
linebacker
3rd
would
down.
stay put.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know
I was trying to
this
layer
guy
that
is a big
outside
part
of
their
him,
passing attack.
but
You
he
saw
shifted
the last
just
game out,
enough.
He had
Good
multiple
play by
catches from
him.
the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in
Ooh,
this game.
nice punt. Bounce back.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play there and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big.
Lost one deep down the right
there,
side. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
Take what he gives us.
It's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete.
Get the first.
And they wrap him
Just
up,
get the first.
He gets enough on the catch for the first
Probably
down.
could have got a lot more on that one, though.
Quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball.
Because X was wide open on the other side.
End of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Gonna let it fly. Brings it down on the right side.
Down.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Buddy has no
And he was
ability.
fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They're working that left side.
I saw R1, but I was late to throw it. And I was like, that's what took me so long. Like, I was hesitating. Like, should I try it? Like, nah. I don't trust this quarterback like that.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Bobcats want to move quickly.
Trying to give him time to get set.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still
Consider myself lucky on that one.
Find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That might be a screen.
Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Good stuff, buddy.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A first down for the offense.
Coverage. Mike had that bang 8 right there.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Zings it complete to the right.
That
He knew
joker
exactly
came just to
where
save
he
his
wanted
life.
to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Bobcats have pushed it inside the 20.
Oh, it's the fullback from the 42. That's why.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here comes the option. Into the
Good
end
stuff,
zone.
De La Rosa.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
I'm trying to make some changes.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll throw it. Nice defensive
Tried
play
to test me. I had my
get in
back
there
turned,
and
though.
knock it away.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Had to catch that, Sizemore.
Manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to...
Flying out to the left.
Why in the world are y'all not out there?
Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I actually didn't even realize it was trips. I was looking at the inside guy. I didn't even pay attention to an outside guy being there.
Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Whoa, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work.
Right guard didn't touch a soul.
He comes scot-free.
I'm sorry, right tackle didn't touch a soul.
They'll try to get it going in the right
Let 'em go.
direction this time. Second and long from the 19. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Picking up what we can.
You got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they wanted it all.
Good hit there. I was trying to place it inside, and he actually placed that pretty nicely. I'm kind of happy that he did it like that.
They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
That's the kind of stuff I'll be looking for. Like, put it where I want you to put it. That's all I'm saying.
Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
Thank you.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His
Aye, Sizemore.
Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out.
Forgot about this play.
Ball goes and makes the INT.
That might have been a wrong button by him right there.
Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job on the defense.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Trying to get rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Oh, man. That stinks.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Ooh, I threw it.
They got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation.
Oh,
All the
him
fast
too.
guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is
running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that.
Just makes him stand still. I hate it.
You see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. These plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they'll stop
let him
him
take a hit.
just short of the first
Little
down,
whir and
just
turr.
inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Keeps
Thought it was
the
going to be the
legs moving.
halfback. Good play call.
Mountaineers get it past the sticks.
Down, West Virginia.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick strike.
Ain't letting you get a lock on him. Shot off.
A little bit short of the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Caught close to the marker. It's Kennedy. He's there
Gotta
to
see
make
him
the
coming
stop,
through.
but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a
Come on now.
Nice job by this offense.
Y'all know what's happening.
Right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal.
Man, too slow, buddy. My guys are just too slow.
Didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
I was on it, but his change of direction was not good.
From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect.
All right, we got to get something on the board.
So the
Came out hot.
is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field
Blew
goal.
it on the last
See
drive
what the
with that.
defense can do. No return coming. He'll
penalty.
call for the fair
What
catch.
we got?
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Smashes through. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the
Nothing
line
doing, as they say.
Defense there.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, to the next, to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down.
Slow it down. That boy hit him with that.
Game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
With that double move,
that
but he was out of there.
Quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity.
No.
Before the defense.
Ooh, he threw that too high. He should have hit square though. Square was a better read.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one.
So I'm standing there. I was trying to place it. Oh, you did it. Okay, he readjusted. I placed it down and I was nervous. He wasn't about to adjust.
You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Bobcat.
Good stuff.
And they take it in for
Good
6
stuff.
more points.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. We check in with
So
Kevin.
his name is Jose Hodges.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. The circle of life in college football, where one
I really
team
don't
moves
have
on
the
feeling
manpower
like
to
kings,
run this.
and the other heads home, licking its wounds.
So we're
Hey,
going to
Kevin
run it
Connor's
anyway.
keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll throw it on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Good check down though. Got you something.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. He's looking for an open man on second down. Let's it fly.
Oh,
He got a hand
thought
in
that was
there,
going to be a
knocks it
nice
away
pick, but he had the one
Man,
hand.
this defense takes tons of pride in
Jump
their
and
pass
hit
defense.
that.
They've got athletes on the back end that can break on the ball, and they've got hands too. We've seen them pluck 3 picks already. They almost got another one there.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and
Oh
long.
no, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
Come on, pick it
And
off.
they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing in a double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Slips through the line.
Ooh.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense.
Blitz coming.
That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to...
And he's got it.
Come on,
inside
Bruce.
the 30.
Let's go, baby.
And he ran away from the defense.
Boy, that gave me just enough time, boy. We had a little traffic jam happening right there.
These guys are really hitting their stride
At the mesh point of the post and the corner, or the slot fade, really.
Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want.
I took a gamble because the safety was down, so I knew he wasn't covering the slot fade. I took a gamble that he was going to come free. Quarterback name is Zerma.
Really important for the defense
Joker
to
sound like
shut
some
them
medicine.
down here.
Side effects may be
And as the ball makes its way into
dot
the end
stone
zone,
on
it'll
your
be a
head.
touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Side effects for me may be interceptions left and right. The way this Joker plays sometimes.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense
Ooh,
in a bad
9.
spot.
I
You
see
gotta
him.
get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Ah, I knew he was throwing it to him.
It's caught downfield.
I tried to jump it. He threw it a little later than I expected, though.
And he has the first down.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Yes, sir. Take it.
Another interception.
No.
This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Let's go and take it to the
Big
half.
fullback's got it.
Ain't gonna sweat it.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
I'd accidentally picked the wrong play.
And the Mountaineers will boot
Oh, and
away
we
to
get ball
start
back?
the second
Yeah,
half.
that'll work.
Fair catch called for and made.
Oh, rank number 22.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on
State,
offense.
Maryland.
They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football. But if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see those, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Can't get him to the ground. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play
Should have picked
perfect
a
for you
different
because
play
he makes everybody
and then
miss.
audible to what I
Spin
picked.
moves, hurdles, stiff arms,
I think he
speed,
might try
whatever
to
it
stack the
takes
box
to
here.
move the sticks and score touchdowns.
These are the
He
types
didn't.
of plays
Okay.
where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Man, oh, man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push-ups.
Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. Got a lot of running room.
And when
Yes,
they bring on the
sir.
punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel and I bring on a different unit. And I
That
think it
joke would
worked
be
to their
working,
base.
boy.
You don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he
I
was
should have got rid of the doggone play action,
I love
like
the job
play
by
action
the
canceled
linebacker.
because
He just kind of floats
square
and
was
shows
wide
that he's
open.
waiting to see which way batting it away. It's a big time to play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well. Because right now, they do not have the answer for this guy.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. The jet sweep pass.
Almost cut up, too.
Oh, look out! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
It's on target and complete. Touchdown, Texas State. And the pummeling has started.
Is that a blitz?
That's his
Yep.
third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue.
That's
how
why I
to
didn't
respond
do it.
right now.
No,
I was
and the
like,
defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been
feel
on
like
the money.
he's
He's
running
been
the
on
blitz
fire.
up the middle, about to run into a brick wall.
This defense out.
And with the extra point, they
All right, we've got to hold on now.
a little further. So a well-executed 8-play, 75
I feel like I could be blowing it too because of cornerback. I had one read on that play. I wasn't trying to read multiple routes. And if the cornerback was in two, I was going to be in trouble. So I was really banking on it being a blitz.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Yep.
If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate.
Ah,
the
nice one.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe.
I had to take one of them.
I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Yeah, light him up.
Defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it
I
was
like it.
completion, but they
I
lost
like it.
yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive
Boy,
nature of the
Zuba gonna
defense
be
on
wore
that
out
play.
at the end of
Everybody
this game.
playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's got him in the flat.
He had that corner
Really
route.
strong job by the
I
defense.
bailed
A
completely out of the
negative
middle.
play on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Get there.
He finds his man.
Raggedy jokers.
Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that as a result.
Threw it
Fresh
early.
downs for the offense.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit
quarterbacks
too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want
Runners. Makes me get
Back to the
real
air
different
one
with
more
my.
time.
I couldn't hold on.
Fires to the big
I mean,
fella.
couldn't let go.
And he might be known for
With
one
my
pitch, but that
play
was a
calls, 'cause
short
now I gotta
and
run
heavy tackle
a
on the
bunch
tight
of
end.
spy stuff.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. The give to the back.
Heck of a play call.
They've got it just
Heck of a
outside
play
the
call.
red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because
And
I was
that
looking
is
for
his
him.
5th
Let's go, Sizemore.
interception. He
Oh, you ain't
comes
running
out
away
with
from
5
Zuba.
for 6. He'll be lucky.
99
Didn't get a
speed,
ton
buddy.
on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking
the ball in the outside
going up
hand.
and making the INT.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. It couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
At the 45 on his way. Off he goes. Pass
Brother Ricci.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
My dear brother Ricci.
The stomping has commenced.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Memphis has opened up its largest lead in the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 25 over Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
It's probably doing the same thing for him.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, there we go. It's back.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the
Completely whiffed
offense
on that.
started on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the
Make
first
him
part
fumble.
What made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On second down, looking again to throw. And it's another interception
sitting
as
there
his
waiting on
assault
that.
on the record book continues. And he's going
He
to
was
take
sitting
it
there
all
waiting
the way
on that
back.
one, baby.
Touchdown, Bobcats. The DB
Little cover
saw it.
6.
He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't.
Oh,
The
I
pick
just saw the
6.
replay. I still
These
got
guys
my
can play offense too.
zone
I
drops.
showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might
Shallow.
put him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense,
That's on
great
me.
job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all
But
the
it
way
worked.
back.
And the extra point was good.
Would have been hotter if he caught it.
They're lining up to
Caught the
kick it
pass
off
and I
after
was
the
in
pick
cover
6,
2
and that
on that
defense will come out feeling it.
outside.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
You leave hooks it there. I'm going to leave 2 there. I want to see something.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Slot fade.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked
blew
off.
up.
And after the interception
Couldn't
and the
control him,
turnover,
though.
this defense has set its offense up for business.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20.
Everybody on the right side was wide
When you're
open.
a
He was
defense
just
and
rolling
you get
left. That was
forced
the
a
problem.
turnover, and you already set your offense up in scoring position.
Seemed like he got a little tunnel vision. He's starting to target one dude only.
Going to look extremely smart.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by provide a linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And the route is on.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move it.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Pass out of Wildcat.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off the bootleg, lost to toss.
And I thought that was going to be a bootleg this way.
Throws for the tight end. It's complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things.
Even in front of you.
Come up and use my eyes and play run.
Do that all the way up and down the field, man.
To find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Burnt.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw it again.
Oh.
He's got his man.
A little slow. A little slow getting to it.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
They're strong and they're scrawled. Defensive tackles, they're scrawled. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
Offense facing 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
I knew it. I just couldn't get there. Quarterback sold. He was wide open. I had to take one, and I left mine alone and went for the one he's been targeting all game.
And the clock's running out. Like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the... yard line.
Just about to go check.
The offense ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
He fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but
in basketball,
smelling that end zone on that return.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception.
You hooping? We can jump on it tonight. I got a Madden game in a little while. I got to do practice duties here shortly, and then I got to play a Madden game. After that Madden game, let's do it.
Establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation.
He said, don't expect much. That's hilarious.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Oh, shoot. I should have got the first.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball.
That's cool, man. I got you, cuz.
As much time as possible. They'll play it safe and try for 3.
I played last night with, I don't know if you remember Texas and Champ.
Absolutely perfect.
But I played with them last night.
I
was out there putting up a couple 20 pieces here and there.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun.
It was good to get back in it.
TCU has
now that the CFB games are kind of dying down a little bit,
right now. This team simply does not look prepared.
Leagues are coming to an end. I'm going to be taking a break here. I'm only playing 220 still, just because, why not?
College football where we've come to expect.
Going deep. And he intercepts it.
Wow, Mayor.
Much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional.
Man, I ain't played Undisputed, but, you know, I've heard some good things about it.
You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
So how was it playing that online? Like same thing, just like look for a match, find somebody that want to get their bell rung, and then dot them up. Nice. How'd you
And
do?
the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to
You end up
salvage the drive on third
winning
down.
more than you lost.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
Good dub, good
And in the
dub,
season,
good
that's what
dub.
you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the
Dub.
season goes on.
Yeah, David,
Made
it's
it
all
close
about
for a
building
minute there.
confidence, and it's really important for these
It
players
was
to go out,
14 to
work
7,
hard in
and
practice,
he was
and
going
see
down
that
to
hard work
tighten it up.
really pay
But
itself off
right
on
here,
game
15 to
days.
20,
This team is really
265,
starting to believe
75%
in itself.
completion.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer.
3
David
tutties.
Pollack,
That's a
I'm
heck of a
Bruce Davis
game.
saying so long.
Then we
This
had
has been
15 for
another
138.
presentation
That
of
negative
eSports
3 is
Talk.
probably off of those meals. Richie had 3 rushing tutties too. Nice. Delarosa even had him one. Good stuff. Richie also had a receiving touchdown. Buddy was cooking. Cruz. Jesus Christ, this distribution is horrible. He must have been the one that caught the jet sweeps or something. I ran 2 or 3 of those, so. Man, that's dope that they do got all the older cats in there. Boxing with Floyd Patterson, yeah, that gotta be fun. Gave up 1 sack. Joker getting beaten, he got Ali. Come on, man. So who they got as like the best overall? 4 tackles for a loss here. Ibrahim leading in tackles. I like it. 1 sack by Snead. Whoa! 9 interceptions? That boy Sizemore had 3 of them things with 6 tackles to go with it. Bofelli. I like it. Kendricks. Whiteheart. Whole bunch of names I don't even know. Laumea, he ended it at the end right there. 7 pass deflections. That could have been a lot more interceptions. And we had the 1 interception by Crozier. What do you know, Crozier? You're an offensive coordinator. So any given Sunday there. So that's so it's basically balanced then. Ooh, I got Maryland next. Yee! What was I doing making this schedule? Maryland gonna be tough. Oh man, let's go look at Maryland real quick before we get up out of here. Oh yeah, I remember he wanted the rematch from last season. 90. Bruh. Yeah, I was tripping. Yep. This one ain't gonna be fun. Hey, hit me in chat, Senio. I'm about to take off, man, but we can jump on 2K later. All right, man. Appreciate y'all joining.